Hi Aaron, could you please help me getting my kickflips higher? Yes, I do believe I could help you with that. Thank you for sending in your video, and I'm going to do my best to help you out. Cool, so your ollie looks pretty good. That was actually a pretty good high ollie. Good foot position. I like you're really bringing your front foot up, and I like how you're leveling your board out in the air. That's good. So yeah, your ollies look good. And then straight into the kickflip. The first thing that I notice on the kickflip that's good, you're flicking your foot nice and straight, but it is out to the side a little bit. I'm going to give you some definite tips to improve your ollie height. So yeah, your toe is just like barely hitting the edge here. Watch your front foot toe. Whoop! Nice flick. But yeah, as you can see, your board doesn't pop up super high, but you definitely do get a nice flick on it, and the board has a good rotation, and obviously you got your kickflips down pretty well, and you're landing them pretty solidly. Cool, so the first thing that I'm going to suggest, as always, is get all of these basics down. The better you have mastered these basic tricks, from the riding basics, ollie, frontside 180, backside 180, pop shove it, frontside shove it, heel flip, then kickflip, the better your control is going to be all the way up the line. So I didn't particularly notice or know whether or not you can do those tricks, because obviously you just showed me your ollie and your kickflip, but by the looks of it you probably can, because your board control does look pretty good. Cool. So I like the way you're flicking your board. I do not want you to change that. You are flicking it good. You are keeping your front foot above the board, and obviously you're doing that because you're able to land it well. So the little piece of advice that I'm going to get you, and I don't know if you have watched my video entitled How to Kickflip Higher or not, but in that video I go over the different foot positions of the kickflip on the board and how to make your board just pop up higher. So basically what we're looking at here is if your foot is more on the board, you're going to get more contact just with your toe scraping up and off of that nose. And with more contact, your board is going to pop up higher into the air. Obviously you have to jump. Obviously you have to pop your tail off the ground to get a nice clean pop with your back foot while simultaneously jumping off your back foot. But the main thing that's going to determine your height in the ollie and in the kickflip is the way you scrape your front foot up that board. So look at where my front foot pops in relation to the board. Like look where it scrapes and then flicks up off of the nose area compared to where you are. So some of these might look kind of similar, but usually I'll try and, like if I'm trying to do a higher kickflip, I'll put my foot more on the board, like more on the actual surface of the board, and I'll try and flick straighter off the front of the nose. And with that flicking straighter and with more of my foot on the board, it'll just give me a higher lift. So I'll pop the tail, then scrape that front foot off, pop my ankle up, and then it'll be a higher lift and the board will level out nicer in the air. So yeah, one thing that I noticed on your kickflips is your foot kind of goes off to the side a little bit, so you're jumping and then your board isn't fully like coming up to the height of your jump. Cool, so for any of you guys learning the basics of skateboarding or any of those previous tricks that I mentioned, I highly recommend checking out Skateboarding Made Simple Volume 1. For any of you guys who are trying to take your skating to the next level, check out Skateboarding Made Simple Volume 2 or 3. Get your copies today.